Hi everybody, welcome back to Advertising Vietnam interview. And today, continue the can prediction. We would like to invite new guests. First time, Mr. Andrew from BBDO Vietnam and Mr. Jay from Ray Vietnam.
Today there are free ads that we want to pick. The reason for these free ads are we won't pick the big budget TVC or film. Only reason is because we want the ads that we pick also inspire the creative industry in Vietnam. A lot of people think that winning, big in Cannes or those big award shows is that you need big budgets. Yeah. But what it shows is simplicity. But the main thing is bravery. So the first one we would like to pick is McDonald's, Follow the Arches.
So to create a new wayfinding system, we noticed that the directions were already right there in the logo. By cropping the golden arches into a directional path and reducing the visuals to only what's essential, we transformed an underutilized media space into a simple, unified design system, adaptable to any market around the world. The result was a series of wayfinding billboards that are both helpful and immediately recognizable, using only the brand's colors and a fraction of the logo.
Where it's very simple, and where usually people, clients especially, would go, "Don't touch my logo." Yeah. That actually shows, the bravery from the client, where they actually dissect the logo, to convey the message.
Absolutely, and I think it was quite simple. I think the simplicity behind the idea, it's just the McDonald's logo has been there for how long? Ages, right? I mean, everyone has seen it. Yeah, it's been there forever, but somehow, seeing through all that clutter and actually figuring out, okay, there are parts of the logo that we can use to create a beautiful idea. That was something really fresh.
It's one of those ideas that you go, so simple. I wish I thought of,
Absolutely. And that's the first thing that actually came into my mind. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah. So great ideas, that's what happens with great ideas. You end up saying it to yourself.
If you look at it, production costs would be barely zero, I would say. Yeah. It's just the media spend, but again, the bravery of the client to go, okay, you're cutting my logo into pieces, you're not even showing the full golden arches, and just the simplicity of the way it's dropped, and it's just a universal message, You can see it straight away, turn left or turn right, and coming from Australia, I see all these McDonald's signs, driving down the road, and you go, it's an idea that is very universal. Any country can adapt it. Yeah. So it goes, why can't Vietnam come up with an idea like this, and and become the hub of something that can go regionally or even globally,
and inspire other markets. That's very important as well. For us to actually think of these kind of ideas and inspire the other markets that we are competing with in a daily basis, I think that's also quite important. So yeah. So the second one we chose was the KFC FCK ad. That was a brilliant piece of communication that really got born out of a distress for the brand. Imagine KFC running out of chicken, and it's news everywhere, right? It's global news. It's not just news in the UK. It's a meme. It's what people are talking about on 9gag and stuff like that. And what KFC did was so simple. It just blew our minds. Blew my mind, Andrew. If you want.
I love that ad because it goes back to the traditional print, where in a market where we keep hearing the word key visual, that one there, they go, okay, we have a problem. We don't have chicken. Yeah. And we are, in the chicken business. And the main reaction when you don't have chicken, what do is go, fuck. And which goes back to that ad where it's very human, that sort of, that reaction of going, fuck, what do we do? And the idea there is just, again, another example of, using the logo, the three letters KFC, and just moving the K there, and go, again, so simple, just the abbreviation of FCK. And being genuine, being honest, social media, it works, it's on the spot as well, people tweeting about it and go, we've got a problem,
Yeah.
Let's use the problem into our advantage. Let's connect with the consumers and be honest.
And it's also a big understanding that, you know, any adversity that creatives or brands or whatever face, it sort of brings the best out of yourself. And that's also a big example for KFC as well, right? I mean, when a brand like KFC faced such a big problem and turning back to an old medium like print and coming up with a beautiful print ad using their own logo was...
So the third one is also a print ad. But that print ad has something unconventional to it. So, you know, people talk about technology nowadays, and it's a very scary word. But the print ad we're about to talk about is actually using kind of what is technology, but putting it in something in a traditional medium. And speaking of bravery as well, that ad is for IKEA, the IKEA P ad, where literally they're asking consumers to pee on the ad.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you want a human connection with what brands create and put out in the market, but that creation can, I mean, it cannot be pee, right? Yeah. But they sort of challenged that, and what was amazing was after you pee, if you're pregnant, you're not just happy about being pregnant, you're also happy about being an amazing discount. I mean, that's even happier, right? I mean, that's where the brand actually shines, trying to create a human connection with, again, a traditional medium like print ad, where it isn't as big a budget as a TVC or an ITVC or all of those, you know, the big words that we use to describe, you know, our movies and stuff like that. But somehow it created that human connection that, you know, it's quite everlasting. I think, you know, you'll remember it for a while.
The other thing what I really like about it is there's a price offer.
Yeah.
And a lot of time you hear, you know, the young creatives, when you go, okay, it's a retail ad, or boring.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a discount you get, you know.
Yeah.
You pay on the ad, if you're pregnant, you get a discount. So again, you know, it's not about having a big starburst or, you know, filling the page there, but having that two-way communication with the consumer.
Yeah.
Usually print ad, you go, it's just one way. It's a print ad, or like we would say,
there's no interaction. Yeah, absolutely. It's just giving me information. That's about it. But yeah, that's not the case for IKEA.